Hello, and welcome to Nursing 1230, Family Health Concepts 1. I am Professor Maureen Waller, and I will be your facilitator of learning for this course. This will be an exciting course that will allow you to explore the family through the lifespan. It will also allow you to explore 7 nursing concepts related to the family. They are health promotion, reproduction, immunity, family dynamics, stress, culture, and development. Let's take a moment to enter our Blackboard course. You will see that the first page that comes up is the announcement page. It is important to check this page frequently, as I will be posting updates regularly. In addition, an email is automatically sent to your COD email account when I post an announcement, so you can check that as well. Your laboratory, simulation, and clinical instructors will also be posting announcements, so please be sure to check regularly to keep up to date. Let's look at the content area of your Blackboard page. It contains a list of frequently used links that will really help you in navigating the course. We can click on the syllabus link. This will bring us to the syllabus, and this is a very important document for you to review. It's specifically designed for your course, and this particular one, as we scroll down, will be able to show us that we have a list of all the objectives that are related to the course. It's very important for you as a student to know what these objectives are so you know what the outcomes of the course will be. It also contains the forms to be used for your clinical assignments, and don't be intimidated by the length of the syllabus. It's rather lengthy. This one is 71 pages, but just know that it basically is a guide for the course, and a lot of the pages are taken up by the clinical documents. Also, it's important to know that you can utilize the COD email system through Blackboard. You've got a link to my email at dupage.edu, and you can also send email through that link. Another very important link is library resources. The library resources page has a link for students, and it's really important for nursing students to know that this exists so that you can find online articles for when you're doing research projects, and also that you can link up with a librarian. Our librarian is Deborah K. Cook-Smith. She's the librarian for health sciences, and she's an outstanding resource for nursing students. It's a very important link to be aware of. If we go down one more link, you'll see that there's Blackboard Help, and this is an excellent resource for students that are new to Blackboard or for those who are trying to problem solve when they're on Blackboard. It's a really good idea to look at the Blackboard Student Quick Start Guide. It'll give you some good overview and some hints. It'll tell you how to log in if you're having issues with that, and to give you a nice introduction as well. We won't be taking any exams in this particular course, but however, we will be submitting assignments. So there's some really good information here in case you need to clarify on how to send your assignments through Blackboard. Let's go back to our content area. And in our content area, your clinical instructor might be putting in a link for your clinical agency. And at that link, you'll be able to find things about the agency. Perhaps there'll be documents here for your orientation, perhaps information about your first clinical day, how to prepare for it, when to arrive, etc. So it's a very, very important link for you to look at. Another link that I think is a fun one is external links. If we click on external links in the content area, you'll see that I put together a very nice list of resources for you. And this is a variety of different links. There's one that's a good government link. It's the Center for Disease Control. You'll be using that one a lot when we're talking about immunizations for children. There's also a number of professional organizations like the National Association of Neonatal Nurses and AWHONN, which is the Association of Women's Health Obstetrics and Neonatal Nursing, the American College of Nurse Midwives. There are also a number of not-for-profit groups that you can use for patient education resources, such as breastcancer.org, Komen for the Cure, and March of Dimes, just to name a few. It's really a fun one for you to explore. So remember, external links is a good one. I've also included the syllabus in the Word document. Sometimes students like to have that. Very important link is the concepts link. It's got the 7 concepts that we talked about in the course, and each one has a file. And when we go into each folder, you'll be able to see there are certain things in there that you'll be using for your classroom activities, such as your PowerPoints from your Perry and Loudermilk textbook, the flu shot locator that you might be able to use for the health promotion activities, a health promotion exemplar, which has to do with the preventive health screening task force. There'll be an exercise we're going to do in class, and also some other good links that you might use in preparing those assignments. So for each concept, you'll have a whole folder that has PowerPoints and a variety of activities that are going to be used in class, some that you'll do on your own, but it's really important to be familiar with those as we discuss each concept. We also have a link for laboratory resources, and with laboratory resources, we've got one for each of the 8 lab sessions. And in that lab folder, it's really important each week to go into that folder to see what we'll be covering in lab. Sometimes we have things like PowerPoints that'll be need to be either printed or made available electronically for while you're in lab. Sometimes we have some video clips on things that we'll be covering in lab that day, so it's a good idea to review those beforehand. And as you can see, we also have some handouts and PowerPoints on major topics such as electronic fetal monitoring and handouts for our skills station activity. So for each lab session, be sure that you review those prior to the lab and that you come prepared either with the handouts in print or have them available electronically. Another link you'll be using a lot is your clinical assignment link. And that's a good one because it has the same documents that are in the syllabus as far as assignments, but whenever you see a pencil, a ruler, and a piece of paper, it means that you can submit that assignment electronically. So that's a real easy way to get that to your instructor. It avoids paper. It also avoids losing things before you turn them in and all kinds of things like that. So it's a good idea for you to submit things electronically to your instructor through the assignment link. The PowerPoints for Concepts link can be found in the content area as well, and it's a zip file for all the PowerPoint presentations from our Concepts for Nursing Practice textbook. So you can use this as a resource as you're reviewing the concepts prior to coming to class. Go back to our content area. Some other things that might be important would be your community activity blog. This is the blog that you'll be using to record all of your community activities, like your visits to the DuPage Medical Clinic, your prenatal class observation, and your visit to the Nurse Midwife Clinic, as well as the WIC Clinic. And this is where you'll be able to document your activities and journal them and share your experiences with your fellow students. There's also another blog activity, and that one is an optional one, and that's an extra credit one. And the extra credit blog is where you will take some of your clinical experiences and journal them and relate them to the National League for Nursing competencies as well as to the National Patient Safety Goals. That way you'll be able to do some critical thinking about your community clinical experiences and possibly earn some extra credit for doing that. We also have some other links here like the DuPage Medical Group link that'll give you guidelines for when you do your community experience at DuPage Medical Group pediatric clinics. There's also a simulation link for your lab and simulation schedule. A class calendar. It's a good idea to take this class calendar, print it out, and perhaps have it interface with your family and work calendars so that your whole family knows when you're going to be busy with school activities. It's nice to keep everything on one calendar. Some other things that we have here, I've created a discussion board to use with the neighborhood program. We're going to be using Jessica Riley as a case study, and that's something that you will be involved in as a classroom activity. And then also there's a pediatric study guide, which we'll be using for our development concept presentation. So that'll help you to prepare for that activity. It's very important that you become familiar with our Blackboard page. And if you have any questions about it, once you start to explore it and begin to play with it a little bit, please don't hesitate to contact me. You can contact me at waller@cod.edu. That's WALLER@cod.edu. And have fun with our Blackboard page, and I look forward to working with you in the course.